Okay guys, so what we've been doing is looking at numbers on a number line, right? With improper fractions and mixed numbers. You remember that we have something between 1 and 2. Of course, 1 is 4/4, but then we have 5/4, 6/4, 7/4, and 8/4. That being said, we have 1. 5/4 becomes 1 1/4. We have 1 2/4, 1 3/4. And then remember we talked how it was 1 4/4, which is also 2. So let's talk about what those models look like now, okay? So we know if we have a figure and we divide it into fours because that's what our number line is showing, and we color all 4 of our parts of our whole, we know that that is 1. We also know that it is 4/4, right? Because we have 4 parts out of 4 colored in. But what does it look like if we have 5/4? Well, what that simply means is we now have 2 figures that are the same, both divided into 4s. And remember, they still have to be the same size, okay guys? Because we're comparing parts of the same size. Again, 5/4 right here, we have 4/4, we have just 1 more colored in. Just like we did on the number line where we went up 1 more, the model has 1 more colored in. What would 6/4 be? That's right, 6 colored in, okay? What does that mean then for the mixed fraction? Let's go back. 1 1/4 would be 1 whole. This is our whole 1 colored in, and then 1 extra, 1/4 colored in. So we would pretend that's not colored in, sorry about that. And we would have the 1 colored in and the rest left over, right? 6/4. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6/4 colored in, or 1 whole and 2/4 of the next one colored in. What about 7/4? Okay? There you go, right? 4, 5, 6, 7/4 colored in, which is also 1 3/4. And you can easily see with this model that we have 1 whole and then 3 out of 4 colored in the next one, right? And then of course for 8/4, we would have 8/4 colored in, or 1 whole and 4 out of 4 colored in, which also means 2 wholes. So we have 1 whole and 2 whole parts, making it to the number 2, okay? So let's look at that one more way with, let's say, thirds. So we're going to have ourselves another number line. The number line is going to be drawn. Here's my number line. Let's say that I'm between 1 and 2 again. This time it's going to be thirds. So I'm going to go here and here. I know that this is 3/3, right? Because 1 whole is, we have the same number over. So 3/3 makes that 1 whole. But now I've got 1 and something else. Well, my jump becomes 4/3, 5/3, and 6/3, right? For my mixed fraction, I have 1 and 1/3, 1 and 2/3, and 1 and 3/3, or also, because we know 3/3 is a whole, also again 2. All right, so let's do another figure that would show this. This time I'm going to do a circle model. There's my circle. I'm going to divide it as best I can into thirds. Okay, so there are my thirds: 1/3, 2/3, 3/3. If I'm going to show the whole thing colored in, of course I'm going to color in 1, 2, 3 whole parts, right? But again, now I've got 4/3. Well, that means that I have more than 1 circle now. I have 2 circles, both divided into thirds. This time I have 4/3 colored in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, right? You can clearly see that that's 1 whole and 1/3 colored in, right? 5/3, 3, 4, 5, or again, clearly 1 whole and 2/3, okay? And then for 6/3, 1 whole, 1, 2, 3, and 3/3, right? Or of course, clearly now we have 2 holes colored in, all right? And that's it. That's simply how you make models to match your number lines when you're making improper fractions and mixed numbers. Okay? All right. Let me know if you have any questions when I see you tomorrow.